Past exam questions on vectors. Question number 1. Here we go. With vectors in an exam, they're usually worth about 3 or 4 marks. The first mark or 2 marks is usually dead easy. Then the last ones are usually probably some A-star level stuff. So at least try and get the first mark or 2. Here, express OM in terms of A and B. Okay, OM is from there to there. If you do AB, so A add B, you would get from there to there, because you go along A and you go along B, so you get from there to there. If you want to go half of that length, so half of that journey, it's from O to P, you simply want a half A add B. Or you could have written it a half A add a half B. That is also fine, but I've factorised it and put it there. So that's your 2 marks for that one. Express TM in terms of A and B. TM is from there to there. So what you need to do, you're starting at point T, go back along A, and you want to go from O to M as well. So it is minus A, add a half B, like we've got here. So simplify that to minus half A, add a half B, factorise it, and you should get that. So that was your second 2 marks. Okay, question 2 on vectors. Find AB in terms of A and B. Well, to get from A to B, you start from A, go down there and along there. So it's minus A, add B, or it's B minus A, either one. P is on the point AB such that it's in the ratio of 3 to 2. So I'll show you what I've done here. It says this is in the ratio of 3 to 2. So I've split these into fractions. That is 3/5 and that is 2/5. Because if it's 3 to 2, that means there's 5 parts. 3 of them there and 2 of them are there. Show that OP. So show that OP, this line I'm going to draw here. Show that OP is a fifth, 2A add 3B. Right, what I've done, I know that AP is 3/5 of this here, because AB is all the way and A to P is just 3/5 of that way. So AP is minus 3/5 A, add 3/5 B. Okay, so to go from O to P, which is from there to there, we're going to start from here, go back down along A, to go from O to P, we're going to go up there, then we're going to come back down and come across. So OP is A, then it's take away 3/5 A, add 3/5 B. I've simplified this a little bit here, because you've obviously got that A there is 5 out of 5A, so 5 out of 5 take away 3 out of 5 is 2 out of 5. And then I've factorised it a fifth, 2A add 3B, which is what we had originally. Question number 3. Here's a triangle. Again, the first question is easy. Find AB. So it's a minus A add B, because it's down there and along there, so minus A add B. P is on the point such that the ratio is 2 to 1. So again, what I've done, I've split it into fractions. So it's 2/3 and 1/3 if it's 2 to 1. And the question says, find the vector OP. So how do we go from there to there? Well, I know AP is 2/3 minus A add B, because it's 2/3 of the journey there. We just worked it out there. And if we're going to go from OP, basically I'm going to start from here, go back down A, and then, I'm going to start from here, go up A, and then come back down and along 2/3. Like I've just said before. So this is what you get, and then that's 3/3 A, because that's a whole A. Simplify that one and factorise it, and you should get a 1/3 A add 2B. Question number 4. Find MB. MB is simply a half A, because that all of that's A, so MB is a half A. MN is a half A minus a half C, so then I've factorised it and put it in brackets. Show that CA is there from there to there, is parallel to MN. All you do is work out the vectors for them both. CA is minus C add A, or A take away C, and MN is, as we've done here, half A add C. They're both parallel, but MN is just half the length because they both contain A take away C, like that. But that one is just half of it. But that doesn't affect the angle, it just affects the length of it. Question number 5, here we go. 2 marks for this one. Express the vector x, y in its simplest terms. So you need to go back along here, then along there. So it's minus 2a minus b, add 4a, add 3b, identify your like terms like you did in year 8 algebra, and simplify it. You get 2a add 2b, which I have factorised, and I think you need to factorise that to get it in its simplest form. Question number 6, well, the next one anyway. Express the vector OZ, so OZ in terms of A and B. Let's try and work through what we've done. We are told that those lengths here are in the ratio of 3 to 2 again, so that's why it's 3/5 and 2/5, because if it's 3 to 2, that's 5 parts altogether, so it's split into fifths. X, Y, so to go from X to Y here, it is minus 2a minus b, add 4a, add 3b, which is simplified, and this is what we had before. So that's how to get from x to y. To go from O to x, it's 2a add b. So that's what O to x is 2a add b. And the x to y was 2a add b. But a fifth of x, or because that's 2/5, I only want to find 1/5 of it, I want to half it, so that is just a add b. So from x to z, it's 5 lots of a add b, because remember, from there to there was 2a add 2b, so half of it is a add b, but because it's 5/5, it's 5a add 5b. If you, because you want to go from O to Z, you want to go from O to X first, so that's why O to X is 2a add b. Then we're going to go 5 lots of these journeys up here, which is that, add them together, and it's 7a add 6b. Quite a complicated one, that. Next question, this one is question 6. Here's a parallelogram, find AC. AC is a P take away Q, because you go AC P minus Q. Find BD is B here, so we're going to go minus P add Q. It's minus P because we're going against the flow of the arrow. Next one is question, there's another one down the bottom here. Find AT. Okay, so AC, so all the way across there is a P, AC is a P add Q, yes, because Q is going downwards as well, so it's P add Q. AT is a half of it, so you want a half of that, which is that. Question number 7, a couple more here. Express OM in terms of A and B. Well, OM is half of OP, which would be A add B, so it's half A add B. And express TM, so it would be minus an A, add that. So it's minus A, add half B. Simplify this a little bit, factorise it, and that's what you get. Question number 8, final one. OAB is a triangle, again, we're told that you've got some ratios later on, so that's why that's 2/5, that's why that's 3/5. Find AB in terms of A and B, so A is here, B is here. Find AB, you want to go down there, which is negative 2A, and along here, which is positive 3B, so it's minus 2A add 3B. Show that OP is parallel to the vector A add B. Okay, so OP is from there to there, so we need to work out what OP is. First of all, we're going to work out what it is from A to B, and to do that you need to go minus 2A add 3B, but from A to P is only 2/5 of that, So what I've done here in my workings, it's 2/5 of what it is above. I've multiplied it out and you should get that. Now, to go from O to P, first of all we're going to start at O. So we want to go all the way up there, then we're going to take that 2/5 journey there. So from there to there is 2A. So you add 2A on the start and then you put this in here. Let's show that really clearly. That goes into here. Okay, and then we've got to start playing around with this. We're going to get them all as something over 5. So that's what I've done here, is 10A over 5. Then you can simplify it. Then it comes out as 6/5 A add B. So it is parallel, but this is just 6/5 bigger, because it's got A add B and it's just the size that is different. So that is why they are parallel. And that is the last question. Again, just a tip with vectors. The first mark or 2 marks is usually dead easy. The last stuff, like this, is usually your A-star level stuff. So only spend a lot of time attempting this if that's the sort of grade you're aiming at.